Hey guys, it's been a while since I posted anything on my YouTube channel. I can't even remember the last time I posted. I think it was probably somewhere along the lines of 6-7 months, I'm not sure. But anyways, just to fill you guys in, I've been still dealing with all the medical things that have been going on. What a battle. 4 years dealing with this mysterious illness that many doctors are telling me are due to exposures that I was in contact with in Iraq. So today I've been dealing with the doctors at Stanford through the Palo Alto VA system, and it's been really quite chaotic. About a year ago, my doctor had told me that there was nothing wrong with me neurologically, that all these things that I was dealing with were simply repercussions of a traumatic brain injury, and I had to really kind of disagree and challenge that idea, because I was developing skin rashes, my muscles were convulsing, I was feeling dizzy, and I'd have some days where I felt great, and there's a lot of ups and downs, and I didn't really understand how that could necessarily just be from a traumatic brain injury. I know that the brain's really mysterious, it works in different ways and whatnot, but honestly, my symptoms just seem so much more complex than that. To date, I've still failed to get a neurologist to correlate these progressive lesions that are on my cerebellum that were non-specific 2 years ago, and now they're very specific. Now they're deep, and suggested chronic ischemic changes or chronic microvascular disease, which is not typical of someone in their 30s at all. It's something that usually is shown in people in the elderly, like people that are 60 plus. My doctors were telling me that there's nothing wrong with my nerves, and they told me to go see a psychologist, and I knew that wasn't the answer, but it's really challenging to contest these guys when they're the world's best. Stanford is a really, obviously a notorious school for medical, and when someone at Stanford tells you that you're incorrect, you don't want to believe it, but you do, and then you don't. It's a really complicated process, but I proved them wrong. I've done EMGs now, and I have nerve damage throughout my arms, throughout my legs, and on both sides bilaterally on the back of my head. And no one can explain to me how this happened. I have some theories, obviously, and getting the doctors to really pay attention, though you prove them wrong, has still been a challenge. And I'm not really necessarily sure if this is a fixable issue or if only time will tell, but I'm doing the best that I can. And at the same time, I'm trying to help other veterans explore the VA healthcare system, which is a complete mess. It's really frustrating that we have all these members in Congress that are so fixated on their belief that veterans are lying to get better or to get disability benefits, and it's been a battle. I mean, honestly, I would give all my disability money, all my benefits, if they could just make me feel the way I did before all this started. There's not enough money in the world to deal with the symptoms that I go through on a daily basis. And it's really disappointing to see a lot of these veteran groups / foundations that claim to help veterans and use the public sympathy to gain personal achievements. I see a lot of these like burn pit groups and whatnot using this topic to get personal stuff done for them, instead of helping the mass of all the veterans that really need help. There's a lot of talk, and I know that these guys have gone up to bat with Congress and tried to get a lot of these bills passed and whatnot. But at the same time, I watch some of these groups making tons and tons of money, and I'm not really sure where it all goes. I'm super frustrated with some of these foundations that I supported, and I've had to turn my back on them. One thing I can tell you right now is that you have to advocate for yourself. You have to find your friends, you have to find your families. This is when you realize who's in your corner, is when you get sick, and these people, and I have a handful of them, have had my back. And I feel super fortunate, because without them, without my support system, I never imagined I would have got this far dealing with the symptoms that I deal with every day. So that being said, you guys can definitely count on me making more of a regular appearance. I apologize for being gone for so long. I've just been dealing with so much medical stuff, and the psychology behind it all has been really, really challenging. So I'm back, and I'm glad you guys can follow in, and please send me some comments and any suggestions that you guys have. I appreciate it. Much love.